First blood to the Banana Benders, Kyle Morley and Ben Nichols. They're in the green. And in the very, very bright yellow and very much translucent white pale skin of Alexander Bye and Mitch McCombe there from Victoria. Mitch outreached, which is not uncommon for him, but he's not often outplayed. So let's see what the boys have got here in the men's challenger quarterfinal. The number 15 seeds, the Victorians, taking on the number 6 seeds, the Queenslanders. Got ourselves some skyball action already. Second, almost got him. Don't often see the skyball in the first 2 points of a match, or even 3 points of a match. Young Mitch McCombe with a very nice left-handed little jump float there. Fast attack from Morley and Nichols. Can't quite find the sideline. Kyle Morley with a big swing. Bouncing it over the demountables here where we find our CCP, or the central commentary position. And a net infringement from Mitch. That takes us to 4 points to 2 with Ben Nichols serving up a storm in his sand socks as things heat up here in the men's quarterfinal at Thompsons Beach here in Cobram. Just a stunning set up and backdrop. Oh, Mitch trailing, finds the net somehow. This is incredible point, and finished off by King Kyle. Here at Thompsons Beach, folks, we're on the banks of the Murray River in Cobram, border town of Cobram-Barooga, Victoria and New South Wales. Mitch swings through the big block of Ben Nichols. Finds the angle, finds the winner. And as you can tell, the river sand here, the river sand holds just a little bit more heat than what they do down on the coastal sands here at Australia's biggest or largest inland beach. And you'll see the gents all sporting sand socks because it is absolutely steaming on the sand. It's beautiful conditions air temperature wise, but the sand socks are being sported. Mitch, however, just wearing regular socks, as is the Mitch way. 6 points to 3 with Kyle Morley, with a standing hybrid serve by the looks of it. A little bit of a float and a snap. Speaking of snap, Alexander Bye says hello. Great touch. Ben Nichols finds his way through the Alex Bye block with a little bit of finesse. A 3-point buffer to the Queenslanders, 7 points to 4 in the first set of the men's challenger quarterfinal. Great set from Alex Bye. And Mitch McCombe just gets it done down the line with an easy high roll. He's got a very supple left hand wrist. He's just absolutely on fire, the youngster. He was the best player in the Victorian Beach season a couple of seasons ago. Let's see if he can get some pre-COVID form back from the man with the timeless hair. Just an off-pace angle hit from the Queenslanders. See another winner to them as they change ends with a 2-point buffer 8-6. Alec Bye with a big swing cross court, deep in the back court. Great pass from Alex after a huge sky ball. Eight, 9 back out here on centre court for the men's challenger quarter final. Alec Bye with the serve, and he's serving up a storm as that one shanks off the side from Kyle Morley, the young Queenslander with a bit of Adrian Carambarra, or however the bloody hell you pronounce it, Italian guys, sky ball. High out there if you're here. Oh, he can do it all. Alec Bye can do absolutely everything out there except tan. And they've hit the lead 10-9. Oh, that's a great swing from Morley down the line. Finds the back of the tape. Past the inside blocker and the defender. Just struggling to get across into the correct position. That's Mitch. Here we have the Australian version of Mr. Skyball, or Senor Skyball. Snaps his wrist on that one, drifts back in. Dealt with and absolutely pumped out the back, hitting our rogue gun photographer at the back of the court there. And we'll go to a change of ends and a tech timeout, 11 points to 10. Back on centre court here, the first court of the Thompsons Beach. You're watching the men's challenger quarterfinal. The number 15 seeds in yellow from Victoria taking on the number 6 seed, McCombe. Mitch is left-handed and not wearing a hat, just in case you're heightist and want something else to differentiate them by. And Kyle Morley and Ben Nichols. Ben is the blocker, Kyle the defender. Speaking of defense. And a fist pump to go. More of that, thank you, Morley. They've given themselves a 3-point buffer, 13-10, and will force the Victorians into another timeout. We'll be back just in a sec.
Welcome to Sporties Barooga. Our bistro is open every day, serving up all of your favourites. Or try our cafe for cakes and slices, barista coffee, breakfast and lunch. Sporties Barooga. It's your local club.
Your destination for state-of-the-art simulated sports is the Bunker at Sporties. 4 bays of exciting sports and games to choose from, including golf, soccer, shooting range, bowling and more. You'll have a blast at the Bunker.
Good swing!
Mitch McCombe. His little pocket rocket. It's like a jalapeno. Just small, packs a punch. Oh, and another one goes long, and that's going to be a change of ends, 14 all. Another one goes long as the Victorians hit the lead. Looks like we're going to go to a timeout called by the Queenslanders, Kyle Morley and Ben Nichols. They're the number 6 seeds. They trail by 1 point under the Victorians, the number 15 seeds by McCombe. Welcome back to the Men's Challenger quarterfinal here on the centre court of Thompsons Beach in Cobram. It is fertile soil out here on the banks of the Murray, but we are not trying to grow anything other than athletes and a huge expanse of audience. So regardless of what you see with the hose on court, we're just trying to not only settle some river dust, but also cool the court down for the hot action coming up for the players. You would have seen just earlier or heard me mention before that some of the athletes are sporting the sand socks, hot river sand, just for a little bit, and also settle some of that dust. Make player comfort level ever so slightly more bearable. Alec Bye back to the service line with his partner Mixed McCombe, giving him the signals so that he knows what he's defending. Pumps this one down the line nicely, gives the signal. Goes for the block, no touch, goes wide to the side, and the Victorians get another one here on just the border of their home state. On the banks of the Murray, 16-14. Just on the other side from Cobram is Barooga in New South Wales. Overpass on a tough float serve. Great set, beautiful roll shot. The Victorians on the march. Great serve. Controlled nicely on the two ball. And speaking of two balls, control not quite found by Bye. Bye-bye. That ball goes long. Back to a 2-point buffer, 15-17. It's going to be senior sky ball, Kyle Morley, handing the ball to Ben Nichols to serve. Who will then hand it back to Kyle Morley to serve. Big serve. Doesn't wobble around too much, but comes down with somewhat of terminal velocity. And we're just going to have a slight replay because of a ball sailing on from another court, much to the dismay of Alec Bye, who, it's fair to say, crushed that ball cross court. So let's see what they got next. Can Kyle change his serve slightly? Yes, he does. Goes the flatter hybrid option. That set far too tight for little Mitch. Gets significantly outreached by Ben Nichols. Easy knuckles straight over the top. And another point takes us back to a 1-point ball game. 16-17, Morley with it. Hybrid serve goes short again. And we'll have a double thumbs up because it's another replay. Change of angle again from Morley. Still goes the hybrid serve, same spot, but just a different attacking or service angle. Great cut, beautiful up. Cross-court swing. Another tight set, dealt with nicely from both attacker and blocker, but Alec Bye steps in on a short set, opens up the cross-court angle and finishes it nicely. 18-16. A little bit faster on the attack from the Queenslanders. Mitch McCombe gets a defensive touch but can't get the second one from his partner as they change ends. 17 serving 18. Serve through the middle. Tanks one long on the two ball. It was there to hit, but just couldn't execute. 18 all. Another ball comes on court. We'll just have to get rid of that for the moment. High rainbow shot. goes over the blocker and the defender and long over the court boundaries. They've just hit the lead again, the Banana Benders. 19-18. Oh, that is a high, wide swing from Alec Bye. And he just says, see you later as he tees off. 19 all. It's a cracking angle from where he was. Ooh, a little too much heat again, and that service error brings up a set point, 2019 for the Queenslanders. Kyle Morley and Ben Nichols. Morley with it. What's he got for us at the broadcast end? Jump float, little hybrid, little wobble. Dealt with nicely. Great bump set. Perfectly done from Mitch. Touched the tape, but he just wrong-footed the defender in Morley. And McCombe is going to go back at 20 all. Knuckles short, just out of reach from the defender. He had it, he called it. Didn't get it. 21-20, set point Queensland. Great defensive position and control from Morley. The same cannot be said for Bye, who was on retreat from the block. And 22-20, the Queenslanders, the number 6 seeds, Morley and Nichols, take out the first set in a tight affair here in the Men's Challenger quarterfinal. Ben Nichols with basically a dunk to kick things off. 1-0. 1-0. King Kyle. What's he got at the broadcast end? It's gone hybrid again by the looks of it. Little jump float. Oh, Toppy. Surprised himself, I think. And serves a fault, 1-all. Oh, Mitch. The only time he wants to tee off is when he knows he's going to get shut. And in turn, knows he's going to tool. Uses the block nicely, 2-1. Smart winner. Oh, Alex just getting all tied up in the net. Thought he was going to roof him. In the end, just getting a little tangled. Alex Bye. See ya. Sends it. 3-all. Mitch McCombe, once again, the human jalapeno. Small and packs a punch. And he's hot. And nobody knows how to deal with him. Get those Queenslanders a glass of milk. He's too hot out here, McCombe. The Victorians are on a roll. 6-4 they lead. Second set. Need to win it to take it to a third and deciding. Ben Nichols silences the Cobram crowd up on the Thompsons Beach hill. And now the Queenslanders are on a little bit of a roll. Nicely done from Alex Bye at the top of the net, but just gets tooled into the top of the antenna as well by this same token, and that's going to be sevens as we change ends. Swing from King Kyle once again. This time the top spin serve gets the job done. Another top spinner. This time he picks on Mitch. Will that prove costly? No, well read on defense. Goes hard cross court and a big swing from King Kyle once again. Ben Nichols just doing his job at the net. An ever dominating presence. He's a big lad. Big Ben. The bell tolls for thee. And a fault from Kyle Morley. 9-all. Mitch McCombe with it. Sends it long. 10-9. Couple of points before the tech timeout. Who's going to take the slightest of advantages? Nicely done by Alec Bye. Finds his way through the net. And through the block, rather. 10-all. Last point before the tech timeout. Who will lead? Finds a deep serve right on the chest. Great bump set from Kyle Morley, who couldn't get out of the sand before Mitch McCombe does a one-ball tomahawk defense straight back over, and we got ourselves an 11-10 ball game. Tech timeout. The Victorians lead, but trail 1-0. Victorians with the service pressure and the pressure at the net again. Alec Bye doing it all himself for a point or two. Straight after the tech timeout, they bumped themselves up to a 2-point advantage. Great float serve deep down the line again. Mitch with his swinging southpaw drops it in front of the defender. And the boys in green are on the back foot, and that's buried by Alec Bye. Sensational work on the 2-ball. Mitch McCombe putting the boys in green under the pump on that first attack. But currently, Alec Bye is on fire on the service, setting up the point each time, but as true Queenslanders, they come back strong, the guys in green. 11-13 they trail, but they do lead 1-0. That's tight, and a delayed swing draws the blocker, tools off the top, and another the Mitch McCombe masterclass. Alec Bye goes boom. Swinging from the right side, hard cross court. Cracks it. 3-point the lead to the Victorians in yellow, 15-12. They need to win this set to go to a third and deciding for the chance to go to the top 4 here in the men's challenger division. Nicely done, finds the line. The line not quite straight here on court, so maybe just a little bit of an advantage taken there from the guys in green. So nicely done as they change ends. 2 points in the rears. Too tight, finds himself in the net, and the block going back. Great scramble from the guys in gold, but on retreat again, it's Kyle Morley with the heat. And they can't quite control it, the Victorians, as they call themselves a timeout with the score 15 points apiece here in the quarterfinal.
Cobram-Barooga's fresh new bar, 1981.
We don't have long to do our rumbles. Next end.
There's this ball if that one's better.
Queenslanders coming out. Trumps after the timeout, 16-15. Morley with a uncontrollable serve. Little jump float. Small snap of the wrist, get a little wobble and a dip, little hybrid serve. Alex gets the inside cut shot, almost underneath the ball. Drew the defender into pulling to the line, looking like he was going to roll over the top, but basically undercuts. Speaking of terrible haircuts from the 90s, the mullet's back too, so here we find ourselves. That's a nice little cut in behind the blocker from Ben Nichols. He's just getting the job done at the moment. They've hit the lead 17-16. They lead 1-0 here in the men's quarterfinal of the men's challenger division. Winner will go through to the semis and make the top 4. The loser will have to settle with that, the loss. Great hands. That's a beautiful cut shot for a winner, but not before two thumbs came up for a replay coming from one of the back courts. Disappointing for the Victorians. And a little let off after having worked so hard for the Queenslanders. Sun comes out. Bit of heat. He's got it. And he did it like a possum on a power line. That's crept over. Oh, and Alex just couldn't quite seal the net with a good enough timing. Great scramble from the Victorians. A little bit more disheartening after such a great point that was only called a replay after a huge winner. They now find themselves 2 point in arrears. They're on the stretch again. A little sorry and somewhat of a brutal cuddle as they cross the net again. 19-16, Queenslanders 2 points away from taking out the match. And the Victorians only 3 points away from the Queenslanders. Great set. Great scramble from the Queenslanders. Easy dig. Can they finish it off? Crushed cross. Dealt with on defense and put back over. Mitch, what's his crafty little kook got for us? Gets it, tools it, but not before it comes off those incredibly springy locks. Looking like a pair of shoelaces I used to have in primary school. And that brings up match point. 16-20. Crushed cross again. Alex Bye, if he doesn't have one of the heaviest hammers out there, I will eat his hat. Match point number 2. Alex Bye to serve. Ben Nichols gets up there, puts it down, and gets the job done for the Queenslanders. Congratulations to Kyle Morley and Ben Nichols of Queensland, the number 6 seeds, through to the semi-final of the men's challenger division. Well done to all 4 gentlemen out there, but it's the Queenslanders coming up trumps. And up next, we'll have the men's elite division. Stick around, folks.